Okay, so in today's video, I share with you my review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 after using it for about 6 months. Now, if you are in the market for this particular tablet, this is a great opportunity for you to get a glimpse of what it is like using this tablet for about 6 months, or what to expect after using this for about 6 months. Let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, we are going to start just with the outside, right? Just cosmetically to see how it's been holding up, after using it for about 6 months. The first thing I want to mention here is that I don't have a case for this. Despite not having a case for this, I still take very, very good care of my tablet. My OCD just won't let me manhandle my tablets here. But anyway, so cosmetically, it's holding up very well. And if you remember, one of the few upgrades that this year's flagship from Samsung was seeing was the fact that it was built with this aluminum armor, or armor aluminum, whatever it was called, which essentially made the tablet a little bit less prone, to scratches, right? So a little bit more resistance. Now, the tablet itself, the build, is essentially the same one we've seen with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S7. So a very solid build, it feels very dense. It's premium, right? You can tell that only premium and quality material went into the building of this. And with that being said, it's also super robust. So it feels like you just can't break this thing unless, of course, you hard, just manhandling this guy and just throwing it all over the place. If you're just using regular, you're just going through regular usage, daily normal usage of this tablet, you may really see 6 months without a single scratch. The back here, that brush finish is still pretty clean. And of course, I do have a screen protector on here, just like I do with all of my other tablets. So cosmetically, clean, nothing really terrible happened there. Now, this wouldn't be an update / review video if I didn't still kind of go around to those of you not familiar with this tablet and kind of let you know what you're looking at here in terms of physical features besides just like the power button, volume rocker. What you have here with the power button, of course, is the fingerprint sensor, which comboed with that power button. Now, you have quad speakers set up here. They still sound very crisp, even after using the tablet, rather, for 6 months. Nothing bad, nothing terrible happened there. Fast charge, still pretty good through that USB Type-C port there at up to 45 watt, which I actually do have a charger for that. If you have the opportunity to grab such a charger, definitely do so, especially if you are thinking about buying, a flagship tablet and you want to charge those, you want to charge that sucker really fast. It's always a good idea to grab a 45 watt charger. And by the way, please don't forget to hit both the like and the subscribe button there. I truly appreciate that. All right, so as you can see, the camera module on the back there is still very well protected. Camera quality, picture quality rather, still pretty good, especially for a tablet. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the performance. I know that's what a lot of you guys are waiting on. In terms of performance, nothing has changed. It's still very, very good. GPU performance, still excellent here. I'm able to do some video editing on here without any issues. Now, I don't necessarily use tablets for my editing needs. I typically just stick to my, as you can see there, my desktop in the back there. But all of the different tests that I've ran on this tablet along with my other tablets, my other flagship tablets, have shown to be pretty good. Now, of course, you don't want to compare it to something like, an iPad, M1 iPad Pro, for example, right? Those are essentially made for video editing. But then again, like I said, this one also does well when it comes down to video editing, especially when you're looking at that Snapdragon chipset, right? So you have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 loaded here, and that is coupled with 8 gigs of RAM, which is way more than the average person needs. This is just such a fantastic tablet. It's been a very good tablet over the past 6 months. And here's one thing that I'm actually going to confess here. This is my daily driver, quote unquote, my daily driver when I'm outside of the house, right? So when I'm home, what I use is usually my S8 Ultra, but when I'm outside, this is the one that I carry with me, because despite being an 11 inches tablet, I feel it's very, very portable. It's a very portable tablet. As you can see, I can easily manhandle it without any issues. So whenever you see me outside, I'm likely to be carrying this guy here. And as I mentioned, it is an 11 inches tablet, fantastic aspect ratio. As you probably know this already, uniform bezels there, making, entertainment just such an experience, right? So it's a TFT display, by the way, but still beautiful picture quality. Images are colors are very vibrant image, super sharp. The resolution here is 1600 by 2560, which is plenty, especially for a tablet around this size here. So the PPI fairly dense, and that's why picture quality is so good. I mean, this video shouldn't be really too long. I can really even give you a quick summary right in the middle here. This has been fantastic. I have zero complaints against the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8. And by the way, if you feel like you need to grab one, I will make sure that I have the links in the description for you to go ahead and just go directly to the page and grab one. But anyway, like I mentioned earlier, the battery here is fast charge capable. Of course, the size of that battery is 8,000 milliamp, which is pretty good for something this size. So if you were to buy this, of course, I'm not going to tell you, how long you should be expecting to be able to use this throughout the day, right? So battery usage is going to depend on your type of usage, like I always say, but it is a pretty good battery, and you will see excellent battery life as long as you just use regular normal use. You should be able to finish the day without any issues. And again, like I said, fast charge capable, so if you have a fast charger, you could definitely get this thing back to 100% in no time if you have like a 25 watt or a 45 watt charger. Now in terms of productivity, of course this guy here is built for productivity. So whether you're picking up the regular Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 here, or the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus that I have there, or the S8 Ultra that I have in the back somewhere there, it is essentially the same chipset, right? Maybe some slight differences here and there because of the size and because of, heat management and all that good stuff. But essentially when it comes out to performance, it will be about the same. The other thing maybe that you would need to consider, let's say if you're considering this, you want something that is larger, or if you want something with an OLED display, S8 Plus, of course, or the S8 Ultra. And when it comes down to multitasking, those, of course, do offer a larger canvas, larger screen real estate for you to be able to do, everything that you do here, but just on a larger screen, maybe get a little bit more comfortable when it comes down to like maybe video editing on that good stuff. That is pretty good on the Ultra. But then again, working on here is actually very, very good. If you're able to grab like the keyboard, the official Samsung keyboard that you can snap using these 3 pins that you have here, just snap that against the tablet and you are good to roll. You have kind of a mini laptop going, right? So when it comes down to user experience for multitasking, still the king. No one rivals Samsung. Well, Samsung DeX specifically. There's nothing out there that rivals that. A ton of things that are trying to do what Samsung DeX does, but none of them have gotten to that level, right? So when it comes down to multitasking, doing a ton of things at the same time, this would be the tablet for you. So overall, the past 6 months have been just excellent, right? I have no complaints whatsoever. No complaints, right? So you have this guy's going to be supported for the next 4 years in terms of just major updates. And of course, 5 years when it comes down to security updates. So if you are in the market for this guy and you're wondering what it will be like, using this after 6 months, what it's going to be like after using it for about 6 months, this is what I'm going to tell you. Nothing is going to be different. In fact, I would actually argue that things might actually have gotten better simply because of the upgrades and updates that you get, over time, right? So far I have zero complaints about this guy. If you are in the market for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, I would say go for this. Or let me just say, if you're in the market for a flagship tablet and you're looking for something that's going to offer you top level value, you don't necessarily care about big screen, large screen, whatever, you just want the best Android flagship tablet that can offer you the most value, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 would be definitely at the top of your list, probably the only one to consider, simply because top level performance, right? On top of that, you have the support of that brand recognition, and that recognition of course comes from what they've done and what they put in their devices, right? You have the support of Samsung, and then you also have that support system that they offer with that ecosystem, right? Just the ability to connect to your phone, your watch, and all that stuff, and just have that continuity going. That is crucial for a lot of people out there. So if you're in the market for an Android tablet, a flagship Android tablet, I really suggest that you keep this on top of your list as you compare this to other tablets. But anyways, that was just my take there. If you have any questions or maybe concerns or comments that you want to make sure to hit or to add those in the comment section. I will catch you in that comment section like I always do. I'm also going to catch you in the next video. Of course, as always, make sure to hit both the like, the subscribe button, share the video if you know anyone who'll be interested. Like I said, I'm going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.